nosy. Apologies for my absence. I just enjoyed my Christmas a little bit too much. Just relaxed. Got into the habit of relaxing and wasn't on my usual grind. But I'm back now. Back to it. Apologies if there is any background noise. I know there's some work going on outside, so if you hear anything, my bad. I'll try and rattle through some of your questions because I don't want us to be here for too long, but there's a lot of questions, so I'll try and get through my favourite ones. But I'm all good. Thank you guys for asking me. A lot of you messaged and reached out asking if I was okay. I'm wonderful. I hope you're doing well also. But let's get into some of the questions. I'll go through YouTube, and if there's any good ones on Instagram as well, I'll have a look at them. So I'm not going to read out the names either, because otherwise we'll be here all day. But in advance, thank you guys for the questions. Somebody asked, do you know how gorgeous you are and that you're literally a god amongst men? I guess I know now. Thank you. Also, so this next question, right? There's a lot like this about me being a giant. Some of you guys clearly like the whole giant thing. Might have to do a giant role play. If you were a giant and had tiny guys with microphones, could we be your ASMR team to record your belly sounds? Sure. What do you like/hate the most in a person? Just something you really appreciate in others and something that repulses you. Good question. I think I appreciate people being true to their colours. So you don't necessarily have to be a really nice person or be a horrible person, but just be who you are. I hate people that are fake or try and put on a persona, whatever. It's like just be yourself. Because I'll like that, even if you're not overly nice. If you are who you are, I can appreciate that. And something that repulses me is probably people that are just like unnecessarily aggressive or strive for conflict. It's like, man, we don't have that long on this earth. How can you be that bothered by something? Something simple, something small, a line being slightly long in a shop. It's like, man, just relax, come on. I'm not sure if this has already been asked, but I would like to know if you're straight or other, because you seem like a really cool dude to get to know, only if you're comfortable with sharing. Look, this question has been asked a lot in this Q&A, and to be honest, in my opinion, I make content for everyone, and if you like the content, enjoy the content. If you don't like the content, don't watch the content. That's kind of all I'm really going to say on my sexuality, just because I feel like it's my business. I make content for everyone. If the content suits you, enjoy the content. What are your plans for the channel in 2024? Any new Big Brother or Bully ASMR videos? Also, how were your holidays? My holidays were awesome. They're really good. I had a lot of fun. Really nice. Thank you for asking. I hope your holidays were good too. My plans for the channel, the same as normal. Just try and upload more frequently. Yes, Big Brother, Bully ASMRs, all that kind of stuff. You guys know I enjoy role plays, so yeah, more role plays, I guess. What was your hobby when COVID happened? Also, you look amazing. Thank you for the compliment. Hobby during COVID. I don't even know. Like, I was very lucky that where I was staying had like a gym. So I basically just went to the gym and played Warzone. And that was pretty much it. And made content. That honestly, that was all I did. Can you talk about your adult film career? Give us anecdotes or tips or how you got into the industry. Your best scene. It's very interesting to learn more about that kind of industry with somebody inside. Can give us anecdotes or tips on how you got into the industry. My tips would be you need to be very mentally secure because you are gonna have to, there's a lot of good looking creators, and unfortunately you are gonna then have this sort of judgmental eye where you feel like you always need to look your best and yada yada yada. But basically you need to be you need to know who you are. You need to know your audience. You need to create content for said audience. But tips to get into it, I don't really know. You just create a page and you just start creating content. If it starts slow, look into your analytics. See what works, what doesn't work. The stuff that does work, obviously, then try to create more of that. But yeah, I got into it during COVID, and I just really enjoy it. It's fun. So for me, enjoy it and just go for it if you want to do it. My best scene is probably, I did like a lot of interview stuff, which I'm going to be doing more of because it's been a while, but that was probably my best scene and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, probably it. If you have any more questions about the industry, you can obviously ask. I'm happy to talk about it, whatever. Good question. Interesting question. When you were younger, what career did you want to be in? Genuinely, the career I'm doing now. But for a while, so I did a master's degree in sports nutrition, and for a while I wanted to be a sports nutritionist. I just enjoy sports, I enjoy nutrition, and I wanted to, work for like a football team or something as a sports nutritionist, but the pay was awful, and I basically had to do like a 6-year PhD and become a doctor, and I didn't really want to do that. Do you plan on living in any other countries? How many countries have you been to? So I've been to a lot of countries, especially when I was younger, just with my parents' work. I've lived in the Middle East, I've lived in Eastern Europe, so I lived in Oman, and I've lived in the Czech Republic. And I've been to so many countries just because it was really cheap. If you live in the Middle East, it's cheap to go to Dubai, it's cheap to go elsewhere. The same with the Czech Republic, it's cheap to go to Germany, it's cheap to go to Austria. So, went to a lot of places when I was younger, but in terms of living, I'll probably be staying here for quite some time. What are your favourite brands or most commonly used brands of boxers? Calvin Klein. It used to be, I love Tom Ford, but I don't know, the brand just, it's not the same, and now just Calvin Klein really. What genre of music or artist do you like listening to? If I'm going to the gym, like pretty much just techno or funk or like hockey, table tennis, a bit of football. I tried rugby. Yeah, but at the moment in Spain, paddle's a lot of fun. Favorite food? I don't know, rice, chicken, broccoli, vanilla or chocolate. Vanilla, and if it's chocolate, white chocolate. But I'm not really a big sweets or chocolate guy. Where would you love to travel? Any special places on your bucket list? Probably Bali. I went to India and that was really nice, so that sort of area. Favorite Irish snack? Probably, well, the only Irish thing, actually, either Irish stew. Irish stew is really nice, or they do potato bread, which if you like bread or potato bread is amazing. It's so good. It's so good. So definitely that. Favorite movie or show? I like The Mandalorian. I watch a lot of anime. Recently I enjoyed watching Free Ren. It's pretty good. Or is pretty good. Yeah, I watch a lot of anime. Favorite movie? Probably Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter, the classics. Favorite ASMR artist, if any? I like watching this guy called Maddie Tingles, and he does like shoe tapping, and I don't know, it's like one of the only ASMR artists that actually puts me to sleep. Yeah. Let's see, what do you look for in a person, physically or personality? I mean, it has to be both. Like, they need to have a nice personality, or at least a personality that matches mine, you know, need to be on the same wavelength. And, I mean, you need physicality, you need to be attractive. And that's genuinely not vanity. I remember when I was in high school, people were like, looks or personality, and I'd say looks, and they'd be like, oh, you're so vain, or, you know, whatever. But if you're gonna be with somebody for a long time, you need to have love for their personality and lust for their attraction. If you're not attracted to them, it's just a friendship. In my opinion, you need to have both. So yeah, my answer is both. Celebrity crush? I don't really know. Yeah. If I was an ice cream flavor, what would I be? I don't know. Honeycomb? I have no idea. Do you speak Irish? No, I don't. It wasn't taught in my school in Northern Ireland. In Northern Ireland's, it has like a different education system or curriculum than Ireland. So my school time was a lot of like British history, and it was a lot more British orientated. So I never learned Irish, and yeah, it's not. I mean, it's spoken, but not very often. I don't think so. I would never need to learn it. Yeah. What are things you prefer about Ireland to Spain, or vice versa? I mean, here, the weather's nice, the people are nice, everything is just easy, fun. People, I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything about Ireland that I prefer over Spain. But I'm not disrespecting Ireland. I obviously love the place, but I just think yours suits me more. If you could any type of superpower, which one would it be and why would you choose it? I don't even know. I could get so technical. Like invisible, maybe. So I could just do whatever I wanted. Or to fly and then just go anywhere. But then you'd have to worry about, like, I don't know, air security. I couldn't just, if I could fly, I couldn't just fly to Thailand because that country's airspace would be like, do you know, yeah, I don't know, invisibility, we'll say that. What's the most daring thing you've done in public? I mean, create content in public, probably. Top 3 artists or albums. Okay, top 3 artists. I mean, it's gotta be Drake. Drake has to be in there for me. Because his albums are like, I mean, they're probably all the same, but I feel like they're not, and I'll listen to different ones depending on my mood. Who else? I don't know. I'm trying to think who I listen to regularly. Any techno, which you probably won't know, so. What's your take on aliens / life on other planets? I mean, there's gotta be life in other planets, right? If we can exist, there's gotta be life somewhere else. We can't be alone, surely. But if we are alone, I don't really care. It's whatever. By the time we find other life or aliens, I'll probably have been dead for 10,000 years, so whatever. What are your red flags? Disloyalty. Just general toxic behavior. I'm just wondering, why are you so damn fine? Love your videos. If I'm to give an actual serious breakdown, I regularly tan. I look after my body. I whiten my teeth. I'm lucky that both of my parents are attractive, and thankfully I've taken a lot of their genes. Yeah. That's about it. How many pull-ups can you do? Well, recently I've been doing weighted pull-ups with about 30 kilograms, and it's like 10, so I imagine without it probably, I don't know, 40, 50, something like that. You know the basics, how big are those guns? I don't know. I have no idea. But not that you guys care at all, but I've noticed that my left bicep, or my left arm, because I'm not actually, the weight that I lift is the same, but the structure of my arm, my left one is slightly bigger than my right. And the only reason I can think of that is but yeah, I have no idea how big they are, but hopefully big, I don't know. I'm getting fluff all over myself. Anyway, what's your favourite form of workout and what's your favourite form of cardio with a naughty emoji? Well, I've got a treadmill in the house, but at the moment it's just playing paddle for cardio and probably chest day, because who doesn't love training chest? What's an uncommon trait you find attractive? I don't know. Being shorter than me, although I'm 6 foot. I don't know. How did an Irish guy end up in Spain? COVID happened. There was 2 lockdowns in Ireland, and there was 1 lockdown here. My parents retired and moved out here. They invited me for a few months, so that I didn't have to be in the second lockdown. I loved it and decided to stay. What got you into ASMR? anyway. And I noticed female creators starting to do it more. And I thought, I actually like ASMR. I feel like I could do ASMR, and it's probably a nice way to get quite personal with you guys. And I actually enjoy it. So, yeah, that's probably how. Would you kiss one of your fans asking for a friend? Probably not. No. I've seen how some of you guys. No, I'm joking. I was gonna say I've seen how some of you guys look. I'm joking. Probably not. No. I think it would be too weird. But yeah. I love your ASMR. You're really handsome. Just a weird question. Can you flex for me? Sure. Yeah. I've not trained arms in like the last few days. So, when is the last time you cried and why? Damn. Hitting me in my feelings. I don't know, probably arguing with somebody and getting really frustrated. I don't really cry when I'm sad. I more cry when I'm like super, super annoyed and frustrated about something. So probably a while ago. I don't know. Which movies make you cry? Alright. Marley and Me, the dog one, and War Horse. And actually, the last time I cried, I was watching Puss in Boots, and at the end, when he like gets his strength back, I don't know, but I don't even like. I'm not an animal lover that much. I like animals, but not like I don't love animals. But I guess they get me in my feelings. Do you want kids? Not really. It's, I don't know if when I'm older I will, but right now no. Can you move one eyebrow at a time, like The Rock? Yeah. What's the dorkiest thing? The dorkiest thing about you? Probably my love for anime and manga and light novels. Favorite books? My favorite book, it comes out one chapter a week every Friday, so I'll be reading a chapter today. It's called The Beginning After the End, and it's basically about this king that dies and gets reborn in like a magical world, but it's like the politics of the world that he's now in. I don't know. It's really good. The Beginning After the End. I recommend it. And currently I'm reading Munich by Robert Harris, which is about World War II. Have you ever been to South America? I went to Peru once. If that is South America, right? Peru. Yeah. I went there once. Do you like Taylor Swift songs? No, I don't. They're just not for me. I'm not really into country stuff that much. Are you thinking of doing a collab here and on your other accounts? Yes, of course. I did one recently with Mr. Muscle UK, and that was fun. And I would love to get him and maybe a few others to do some ASMR. I think that would be a lot of fun. Have you ever shoplifted? No. Where have you been? Just enjoying my holidays. Yeah. Okay, so those are, I think, all the ones from YouTube. But some of the questions kept being deleted, or I just couldn't see them anymore, so I'll have a quick look. Okay, I think that's them all, so let's go to Instagram. Let's go to Instagram and go through them. How do I do that? Okay. What's your... Okay, these are way spicier. Okay. Wow, this caught me off guard. What's your favorite position? One leg here, another leg here, and I'm just... Not my legs. Anyway, next. What's the freakiest question / request you've ever been asked on your other platform? I've been asked anything you can think of. There's probably something weirder that I've been asked that I probably can't talk about here. But yeah, I've had some weird requests. Not that there's anything wrong with it, you know. If you have a request, nine times out of 10, you know, we can come up with something. Prove to me that you are indeed Irish. That sounds like you want to see my passport, but that's not gonna happen. What do you charge to let someone fly to Spain and kiss you? I don't know. More than you can afford. Unless you're absolutely minted. Not gonna happen. How old are you? Oh, finally somebody asks me. How old do you think I am? Let me know. Wait, is this an actual good question? Was discussing this with some friends the other day. What is your take on AI in 18 plus content? I've seen some awesome AI content, really. But if you are using the face of someone that's not given you permission, like another creator or a celebrity, I don't like it. For example, if you, not that you would, but because I love you guys and you love me, right? But if you used my face to create 18 plus content, I wouldn't be very happy. Somebody's asked me a question in Spanish. Hola, hola, hola. It's not exciting. How tall are you in feet? I am 6 foot, pretty much on the dot. In shoes, if I've got shoes off, I'm like 0.25 centimeters below 6 foot. Why are you not with me? Why would I be? Any tied up content coming? I mean, if you want me to be tied up, sure, why not?